Hello everyone, welcome back to Simrai Fashion Academy YouTube channel for another interesting tutorial on this channel. So today's tutorial I will be showing you how to make this particular gown that has a yoke. Is actually dartless. So we'll be using small scale drafting to draft this. So I'm starting all my drafting right now from the scratch by making my border lines. So I'm making my border lines as usual. So the border lines I have here, which I'm making to start up my drafting, is 1 inch. Okay, so this is actually beginners friendly. What we are drafting here is beginners friendly, so anybody can follow these video instructions and make this beautiful gown the way it is right here. Okay people, so this is it. I have made my border line and this is the shoulder, and what we have here is the center front and the center back. So what I need here is only the length of this gown and my chest line. So for the chest line, I'll just mark out my chest line point. Of course, you know how to get your chest line. Your chest line is simply your bust divide by 6 plus 1.5. Then the next line I'll be needing right here is the full length, okay, of this gown. The full length of this gown. So the next line we'll be having will be the attachment. There's an attachment of just like a Caribbean gown on the lower part of it, okay, like a tiered gown. So I'll just mark it out at that point. So I'm going to impute all my necessary allowance, all my necessary measurements. So for this one is just 10 inches from the full length. Okay, you come up by 10 inches and you mark. So from here to here we will be making use of 10 to 12 inches. Okay, that is the width of the other part of the gown, which we are going to gather and add like we always have in tiered gowns. So now I will impute my neckline. So my neckline, which I'm imputing here, is a small scale neckline, and I'm going to make both the front and the back. So the back neckline is 1 inch and the width is your bust divided by 12 plus 1 divided by 12, sorry. So this is my back neckline and this will serve as my front neckline. Okay, so neckline is by choice. It depends on what you actually want at this point. So what I have here is my chest line, like I earlier explained. Okay, so I'll be measuring what I have on the shoulder line. So this is my shoulder line, and I'll transfer what I have on the shoulder line right here. I'll be dropping by 1 inch as usual. So because we have a yoke here, okay, I'll have to cancel the back. We'll make it differently front and back because the yoke designs are really different. So I'll be making front and I'll be making back right here. So let me just extend my line for back and front. Okay, so what we have here is the front. So we are separating all our patterns right now. So I'm just going to make a border line for my back, as you can see right here. So I'll also extend this line. Okay, so from the back neckline I'll transfer what we have on the back neckline. Now I'm going to transfer it back to here from the center front, and the width is 1 inch. Okay, so this is it, and I'm connecting. And what I have on the neckline, shoulder neckline, I'll transfer it right here and mark. On the chest line, I'll transfer and mark. I drop my shoulder by 1 inch and I will make this same extension. So this is the chest line now, and this is for the back. Alright, beautiful people, so now we want to construct the armholes. So we need the armhole. So the armhole, I will get what I have as the midpoint. So this is the midpoint. I'll also repeat the same midpoint. So my measurement for the armhole for the back is 0.5 and for the front is 0.75, okay? Which I told you works perfectly for everybody. Then I'm going to take the circumference of my bust, of the small scale bust we are working with, divide by 4. So this is what I have, divide by 4, and this is my mark. So I'll simply come in and connect, and come in and connect my armhole. So once that is done, that is just where and what we need. So the rest of this dress, I'm going to transfer what I have on the bust measurements to this part I told you we are going to cut, and to the hem. So I'm practically going to have a straight line. I'm practically going to have a straight line for this gown, okay? So this is gown back. I'll also do the same for the front. What I have here on the front, I'll transfer it to this part. I'll also transfer it down to this part, and I'm going to connect a straight line. So this is gown front. Alright, so we are done, and the next thing we want to do now, we want to talk about the connection of the yoke. Alright, so it's high time for us to start creating the yoke. So to create the yoke, I'll just come to the mid armhole, and I'm going to come down from the mid armhole by 0.75, come down by 0.75, and then I'm going to come up by 2 inches. Okay, so note that we are working with a small scale drafting, but if you are making this from your mid armhole, come down by 0.75, from your chest line come up by 2 inches. Place your pattern ruler the way I'm placing to create the yoke. So what I have here is the yoke part of this dress for the front, and I'll come over to the back. I'll also come down from the mid armhole by 0.75, that is 3/4 of an inch, and I'm going to connect that. So I'll place my pattern ruler this way and connect directly to the chest line.